Good morning, great morning to everybody. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Better believe that the best of the business. Also, you better believe that too, because I am. And thank y'all. Let me get these announcements out the way first. Then after I will continue. Right. Shout out to the Miss. Um, Shout out to my underrated one family. Let's keep on doing. I know it's hard at times in life. Let's keep on doing. Stand up for the truth and face it, and keep on going. Keep on going, y'all. Let's keep on going. So shout out to my underrated one family. Y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast family. Shout out to y'all. Y'all keep up the fine work. Shout out to hashtag TWT family. Y'all keep up the good work. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, that stands for Lions Den Boston community, also basketball community. Y'all keep up the fine work. And so keep it up, keep it up. And everybody else, you know, keep it the good work. Keep on pushing. Spring's like around the corner, you know. So, and before I continue, oh yeah, let me make. I'm sorry. Yo, this is today's Grinder 15th. Yes, 15th Saturday Family Talk. Open panel. Yes, y'all. Yes, family. Open panel, guys. Hashtag the true 2025 number one grinder, the one and only number one grinder. No, pray for others, y'all. Pray for everybody. That's my thing. Pray for everybody. You know, just don't like, I just gonna pray, my family or your job. Pray for everybody. Pray for everybody, even the one they don't want to acknowledge you. I mean, don't acknowledge God or who don't want to acknowledge you and stuff like that. Pray for them. Y'all know there are some people, and they want to. I say silent prayers, but like I got. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a silent for you. Jehovah God Father has prayed for body, that's bodies. Um, Please pray for everybody around the world. The one who don't want to acknowledge your name, don't want to acknowledge your son that gave his life for everybody, so we could reap the benefits. To see you one day, and pray for everybody. Very important. This world's crazy. And keep everybody alert. These and your blessings through your son Christ Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. I feel like doing that. Boom. You got a problem doing that? That's your business. But can't tell people how to pray, or because sometimes some silent prayers. Sometimes you gotta have some silent prayers. I just want to do that. I don't know I'm gonna do it all the time. Usually I pray before the intro plays. I pray. So give you something, man. Give you something uplifting, man. Give you something uplifting, y'all. So so I feel like I do that. But shout out to Aquafina, BBW. She was on here. Shout out to you. And she told me to listen to Club Shay Shay when he interviewed Damon Wayans. And earlier yesterday, I was listening to it, and I was listening to it, and it was very uplifting. You know, it was very uplifting, and I advise you to go look, watch it. It's over 2 hours. And sometimes yeah, we don't like to be long winded and stuff like that. But I would advise of that, because the last time I was on here, she broke down in tears, because it was moving to her. And it was a great conversation. I believe it was Good Morning to the Fam, I believe. And I believe it was Friday, I think. And so this past Friday, and it was very uplifting. And then shout out to brother Ant. Shout out to brother Ant. Y'all. We gonna do a part 2 of the chopper sometime next week. He get his word to it. So shout out to brother Ant. Shout out to brother Ant. We talk about different things, and most likely I'll probably wait to continue that while we do the second chop up, second part chop up with brother Ant sometime next week. And it is very important, to put God first at all times. And to make sure you're surrounded by people that understand that too. And again, people say, oh, you do no one karate, you try to tell us what to do. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but just think what I'm saying. Quite a few people out there always be thinking that God cannot see certain things what you do. It goes for me too. God knows everything, you know. And you probably hide certain things and go like I said, everything goes because I know they're gonna come after you. You play victim and stuff. That goes for me too. God knows, and you can pray all you want to. We can pray all we want to, and you don't repent what you do. You on one way or the other. We're gonna pay for it. I'm telling y'all. Tell your personal spirits. You gotta answer one way or the other. You're gonna answer to God. We all gotta answer to God one way or the other. One way or the other. And better understand that. We all better understand that. But I hear some of y'all be talking inside of space, and outside of space. Be acting like, oh yeah, okay. Then when things start happening, oh, what? That's whatever I do. I pray to God every day. Whatever mistakes I made, help me get through it. Help me do it the best way I can. I still won't be in His favor. God knows the mind and heart. Yeah, you can how all you want to. You could, oh, isn't it okay? In my lifetime, I see quite a few people. I'm telling you I'm telling you what I know. You dirt other people, talk about people, and all along they doing good. Yeah, no doubt, they be going good. All of a sudden things start rumbling. Hey, what happened to me? What you done? I mean, look at in this space. I mean, throughout social media. We ain't talking about outside of space. Outside of space, we trust us. Trust me. We get it. That's what I always said. Just try to encourage each other. And I know people are like, oh, what about you? Goes me too. I ain't no different. I ain't no different. I ain't no different than anybody else. I mean, I ain't no different. Yesterday I did the Martin Luther King assassination. I mean, that they made 57 years. I'm gonna do it again today, later on and stuff. So watch out for that. I because there was a lot of stuff was really happening and stuff. So I have to scratch that. I'm gonna redo it over. I'm gonna redo it again today. All right. So what? So I want y'all to focus on that because I want y'all to come up. Let's talk about that because it's very important. Very important time that he passed away on April 4th, 1968. And so I did it. But it was going good, but it was a lot of things happening, so I had to scratch it. I had to scratch it. Y'all started. I said maybe no. I had to scratch it, so I scratched it, deleted. So but I'll be back doing that later on. So watch out for that, right? I was gonna set it up, but we gotta think on that. So title and stuff. So, but watch out for that later on. Because it's coming. But yeah, but I want just be encouraged, y'all. Just be encouraged, you know. Because people dying old, people is dying in groups. Man, people dying in groups, you know. And like I always said, reach out to people that need it, Reach out to people that is needed, Courage. Be surprised. It helps out, helps a lot, you know. Even like there's content creators that listen right now, and I know it's hard sometimes because you're going through stuff and you get the notoriety that you should know. You keep on going, keep on going. Put God first. And I know it's hard. It's hard. If people don't understand, it's hard. Try to do what's right. It's hard. Because do what's right. You got people, yeah. Because God set example, We only perfect. I get it. Yeah. We're only perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. But at the same time, I try to do whatever I can, set an example. God set example sometimes. Not sometimes all the time. So wherever you go, keep on praying. God, God hears you. God hears you. Keep on praying, keep on encouraging and stuff. You eat, pray over it. And you with family and stuff or friends, pray over the food with friends, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do that. Do that. So, pray for the system. Do whatever you can to get out, get something from the system so it can benefit us positively. Don't like I always said, do whatever you can, get something out the system, but don't be the product of the system. It's very important. Even to some of the people with it. It's very important. It's very important. Never say that. Oh, I don't need nobody. I don't know. Well, but we need somebody. But we need to be with the right people. Be with the right ones. Be with the right ones that love you, and want to encourage you, and want you to be a winner. You accept the all criticisms. That benefit you because they want to see better than you. Sometimes we slipping. We all slip. It ain't not all that bad. Sometimes we slip. Sometimes we get in the rust. Sometimes we get in this certain way. Nah, I ain't changing. This person sometimes you listen to constructive criticism, yeah, cause I have to accept that too. Think about it, say, yeah, person right. But if you be around people like, oh yeah, you do a job, you good job, no, how you gonna learn? All the time. How you gonna learn? Look at me, look. How you gonna learn? How you gonna learn? So I'm saying you got people look up to you, and you know you see people making these mistakes. They figure they making mistakes too. You know they think it's good. No, it ain't good. You made a mistake. Hey, listen, don't make the same mistakes I did. Be better for it. How many people willing to do that? I know a few willing to do that, but not that many. So you know, at times I gotta take a good look in the mirror myself. You know, you do better. Well, push it. I know, you know. So, no, so we gotta do that. So let me see who up in here. Hey, what's up, sister Bird, sister Jasmine? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? If you can hear me, press one, please. If you can hear me, press one. How you and the family doing? Welcome, welcome. Glad you here. Glad that you here. You know? There you go. Thank you. I just want to make sure that you hear me. So be an example for yourself. Be, you know, let God knows that you trying. That's all it is. Let God knows you trying. I'm here, but I'm here. That's all I can say. I'm here. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I, you know, I'm here. So people understand. Some people understand that. People understand it. So you know they don't want they. So and sometimes you can talk to people. You know, genuine. You know, they don't get it. They don't get it. But it shouldn't stop in you. It shouldn't stop you to continually have a personal relationship with God. It shouldn't stop you to be a better person and show others. And then again, there are some that's not going to receive it. That's all right. You pray for them. All right, I hope you get it. If you don't get it, that's on you. See? And sometimes you don't get, oh man, that's which things that what's happen, sometimes that ain't gonna happen fast that you want. But like I always said, stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course. Oh, you need to show this. You need to show the action. Yeah, yeah. Use me as example. I'm showing action. So just do the best you can. Where each day improve. Wherever it is, whatever it's small, large, just improve. Cause you keep on trying, you're on your way. I remember this old I remember this old man. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not gonna put it. But he always said, when you try, that means you improve. Just try. Just keep on trying. You're improving because you're not the same. And that's so true. Like I always say, be a better you. And again, I'm gonna repeat that a few, like if I put up here, we'll repeat it again, like a few minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? When you pray for everybody. Pray for everybody. Pray for everybody. And like I say, it's hard. I could talk for me. It's hard. It is hard, but do it anyway. Do it. Do it anyway. 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 Do it an Do it anyway. It's hard. Especially, people do things to you and all that. I'm talking about the past, you do they need you ain't did nothing to them, and you see that they be all sneaky and stuff. Know what's going on. It's hard. But for us human beings, still pray. Still pray for be like, I'm okay. Because I'm not the only one. All right. You want to do it like that? Okay, no problem. Pray for all. Pray for all. Pray for all. Very important. Pray for. I learned that. I learned that from my late parents. Learn that. I'm glad you're here, Sister Jasmine Virgo. I'm gonna repeat it again so you can hear it. I did. I tried to do. Yesterday makes 57 years of assassination. The late great Dr. Martin Luther King got assassinated. I did the live, but it was a lot of things was happening within the internet, so I had to scratch it, delete it, I had to scratch it. I will be back later on, and we're gonna go at it again. So watch out for that. Now, usually I'll be stay on Saturday like a few hours, but I'm gonna yo, but stay. I'm gonna try to. Maybe I'll try to squeeze out maybe probably hour and a half, 2 hours on here. Then rest a little bit. Then I'm gonna throw that on, so we could talk about it and stuff. So I want you to come back and stuff. And Jasmine, I want you to come. I want you to. Sometimes I want you to come to the panel and talk. I know you like being in the chat and talking. I get it. I get it. Well, I want to hear from you. Brooklyn, represent. New York. God, I want you to come there. Because you've been rocking with me for years and stuff, and I appreciate that. And peace to you and your family. But it's up to you. Wherever time is needed, I see the link through your email, and you can come up if you want to talk. But if you feel comfortable here, I get it. There are some people that don't want to come to the panel. I respect that. Because as a content creator, I go to certain people's channels. Sometimes I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go on the panel. I don't. I'd rather be in the chat, be chatting with the people. I don't. Yeah. But shout out to the women, shout out to the men and the rest of the women that be supporting my channel. Very much appreciate. Very much appreciate. Goes goes a lot. Oh, something they talking about in my city. Something happened in the city. Who cares? But it's very important. So, yeah. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. This is Grinder 15th Saturday Family Talk. Open panel, ladies and brothers and sisters. Open panel. Hashtag the truth. 2025. The number one grinder. So welcome. And but it's very but like these are trying days, y'all. These are trying days. And we have to understand that we got to understand what's going on. We gotta understand what's going on. We just can't. We got to stop, understand. Oh, listen, I'm gonna listen half of the story, and the other half we ain't. We don't want to know. We better listen to the whole story. Better listen to the whole story. What's going on in this world or this system? Don't pick and choose. That's when you get lost. That's what the devil wants you to do. Some of y'all, because some of you be thinking, oh yeah, I'm talking to God, and y'all doing whatever you do. You talking to demons. Better be real careful. I be thinking, oh, that person a demon. No, 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 that person ain't a demon. That's God's blessing right there. You dealing with demons. You better understand. I'm talking about spirituality. You better understand that. Sometimes that devil sends somebody, that looks real good. You think that came from God. No, it comes from the devil. You looking real good. Oh, yeah, this and that. Come to find out, devil got you. Oh, I thought it. Sometimes the devil trying to, oh, it look good. I said, yeah, yeah. Okay. They better pray. Yeah, I can never get caught by the devil. Okay. Keep on thinking that. But we have to understand the sign of the last day. No, so yeah, so talking about the Dow Jones and stuff is down and all that and craziness and hold on, y'all. This phone be bugging out. Had a mind they own. Had a mind they own. But yeah, that's what I do. What I do. So then so yeah, so and the ones who support me, throughout the years in this space, y'all know who you are. Keep on thanking, steady, including you, Sister Jasmine. Thank you so much. That I really appreciate that. You always make time. Don't come through. Excuse me, y'all don't have to, but you do. Always do whatever you can to lift me up and understand what I'm doing. Hope y'all doing the same thing for y'all. I thank y'all for that. I thank y'all for that. And keep on being that genuine you. Keep on being always growing. I don't know my back. I don't know my back. I need a massage. God, back, shoulders, and everything. Yeah, they said, man, yo, man, don't need a massage. Yes, we do. I don't want no man massage me. Oh no, we play that. Hey, no, we don't play that. No, don't play that, homie. No. So I remember like when I was living in New York, they used to have this shop downtown Brooklyn. You probably know about Jasmine down 14th Street. And at a certain time, you can come in and get a free massage. Oh, you back? Okay, no problem. Now I was talking about Jasmine. They used to have this shop back in downtown Brooklyn. I don't know if you know or not. You probably know, and you don't do it for years. And you go down a certain time, you know they give you a free massage at a certain time. Oh, delivery guy, what you got? What you got? What you got? And so, and one time, I was with my late moms, with my mother, and like, so my mother like, yeah, I'm gonna shop, you know. She said my younger brother with us. I said, we going to shop. What you going there? I said, I ain't going there. I don't know, man, touching me. Massage, that's out. We don't play. No. We don't play. I met my late mother and my yeah. My favorite was at Ivy Square Mall. Yup, it was at Ivy Square Mall. Matter of fact, yeah, I miss Ivy Square Mall too. And then it was like, nah. So it was this lady. She said, I massage your soul. You said, oh no way. No, I don't know, man, touching me. No, we don't play. I don't play the type of guy. I met my younger brother, my late younger brother, and my mom laughed. I met my late aunt was with her too. She said, yeah, because sometimes my late mother, my late aunt, they used to meet downtown and shop for the family. And that was one of the few times, a few times my late aunt used to go back. My mom, so she spent time with us and everything. I said, I don't mind talking no man. My man, my aunt was laughing. She said, he said, I don't see no, we don't play that. Oh no man touching me. Stupid son. I get the king side. No, don't touch me. You might like, no, I don't play them type. I said, yo, I do not play them type of games. You understand that? Yeah, me too. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I missed the you remember you remember the hamburger spot, Jasmine? The hamburger spot they used to have on the hamburger spot, they had gyros, franks, and all that. You remember that, Jasmine? Sister Jasmine? Yeah, I was Square Morris had everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like, don't touch me. And so, I said, yo, I met Buster Brown shoes, Buster Brown. And you remember the jewelry spot right there? Remember the jewelry spot? Yeah. Yeah, that like crazy though. It's on the same side, Buster Brown. I think it's like maybe 2 or 3 stores down. The jewelry spot. I told jewelry went towards where the door at. No, not that one, Full Street. I'm talking about the one in the mall. I'm talking about the one in the mall, Jasmine. I know hamburger spot you talking about. But I'm talking about the one in the mall. Yeah, but get back to the story. Yeah, so I used to get back. So I said, so they were laughing. So people say, yeah, man. And he was a fun boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm being nice. He was a fun flower boy. So now what you talking about, man? I ain't trying to hear that. People like, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm telling what I'm doing. Nah, no. People like, and he was like, older people like, no, he don't want to touch you. Yeah, I'm no, you ain't no. So it was one lady. She said, listen. And so it was like I think it was like maybe it was 11 to 2. You would get free massage and all that. So now he ain't touching me. No. So somebody said no, I don't play none of that. No, I don't play none of that. So the owner Yeah, so the owner, she said, if you come back 15 minutes, I take good care of you. She said, I understand. So they said, but no, that's what he wanted. He want. No, I respect that. She said, you come. She told my mom, my late mother, if you had him come back, I personally give him a good massage. Cause I was tight, your parent, mom, how you doing? And mom just said, oh, he's tight. Your nephew tight. Mom, I said, that's my mom. She said, come downtown with me and spend time. Your aunt gonna be there, be up with her. So I said, yeah, cool. I ain't see my aunt. Man, I ain't see my aunt for a while. You know what I'm saying? And my uncle, he came, but he didn't wait with him. He was upstairs at the house. We're talking to my late father, my late uncle to my late father. So, they was chilling. So I said, he said, what you go with them? You know what I'm saying? Be with the lady. I said, yeah, I'll be with the ladies. But see, they laughed for it. Let me see, they laughed already. I had to get myself together. So I meeting them downtown. So I walked. Because where I live at in the terminal, you can walk downtown. I can get down there in like 10 minutes. So, you know, what's the problem with that? I walk. So, but yeah, I met them down there. Yeah, I like that. So met them in the mall. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, they had a hamburger spot. Yeah. So we went to so what happened was we left the mall because they was going to get some stuff. So we went to that's what Walmart. Was it Walmart or something like that. I forgot the name of it. Woodworth, something like that. It was this old department store. And I was like Woodworth. I think Woodworth, something like that, right? And so downstairs they had this cafe, and so we was gonna go eat from there, right? But it was crowded, and so we went back. So my mom said, "Let's go get some stuff," and so I went to travel. We went back to the mall, and after we went back to the mall, so we got some stuff. That's what she said. Yeah, you got to get back. So you get the massage. So after you get the massage, we gonna go walk around. You find a vegan going. We said, my mom. They said we ain't gonna leave out the mall until you finish. So I said, okay. So I went back. This guy looked at me strange like that. Yeah, like that. I said, what you say? You a little guy, little flower boy. I said, what? Like he don't want to be touched. Yeah. Okay, so that's like I don't have nothing against people like got broken hand. You know what I mean? But I don't wear them. That ain't me. I don't play that type of game. So I said, yo, who you talk to, softy boy? I got calling softy boy. People laughing. What's up? So I met with some people, I grew up with. Yeah, man, what's up, man? What's going on? Yo, JT, what's good? Yo, man, you gonna play? I don't know. I went to my mom's park, with mom's, what I'm saying. Later on, I went, we went to park play ball. I met up with my aunt, and, when they went up with my mom's, and then they went back to that. But, yeah, man, so what, mom? Yeah, man, we know what time you get off. I said, nah. The Seneca one, welcome back, welcome back. And so it was like crazy. So the manager, she came in, gave me a great massage. I felt good. I said, well, you tight? I said, tight and everything. So she said, yeah, you gotta keep yourself loose and everything. Don't let things get to you. I said, yeah, that's my parents told me, let this get to you. She said, I know as a black man, it's a lot, but so that's when my mom came back. So it was crazy. Yeah, they appreciate. Yeah, that's how I got. Yeah, that's how I got my earpiece back in 95, 94, 95, something like that. 94, 99. I think it was 1995. Yeah, so I'm mad though. I no phone boy. He's like, yeah, yeah. So the man said, I said, I gotta let him go. I hope you didn't let him go because of me. He said, no, we was talking about the lady long before you. I open up. He gotta go because he messing up my business, especially these men. And these ladies, I said, these ladies, well, I said, yeah, I'm letting him go too soon because you know, ain't nobody messing up my business. So she said, yeah, I got to get some straight people. I said, no, you know what? I don't. He said, no, I gotta get some straight people. You know, because people, because they go see them and they talk, they all talk a lot. And I got some straight people. I don't discriminate, but I got to switch it up. And come to find out, she ended up finding all of them, the ones in the shop, and she got some in there. They good. Yeah. She had to replace all of them. Can't nobody mess up your business. You know what I'm saying? Be social. It's good to be sociable, but there's people like, nah, because there are actually people seeing what happened to me. You at the massage spot. You know what I mean? So they do other stuff too. So, but I said, we ain't going there. Yo, to you, because we downtown, someone walk through the mall, next week. Yeah, homie, you must. Yeah, I know. He said, I ain't going there. No, that's all right. They always go to her and say, we wait for you. So, like I said, it's like on the weekends, used to be get it free from 11 to 1 or 11 to 2. Then after that, you have to pay for that after that. So she gave me a ticket. So I'll give you two, and that's it. After you got to pay. I said, that's all right. So I gave one to my late mother, for my youngest brother, so he can get one. So yeah. Sometimes I have to come through. I feel. Didn't have some clothing stores in it. Yeah, they have two clothes stores. They have clothes stores. There's a few though, you know. Yeah, they have a few. Mhm. But they didn't really stay open all that much. It's always like a switch, you know. But those some good old times though in Brooklyn though. Especially this time. It's just sad because a lot of stuff be happening at mall. Supposed to people shoot out and get in the fights and everything, and they did have Toys R Us. They did have Toys R Us, yes. So I understand that they want to do without it, but that mall was that's some good memories in Ivy Square Mall. There are people like yeah, I had some great memory. That's some great memories in there. No, it's not there. They took that out years ago. We ain't there no more. Shoot. I remember on Saturdays sometimes like the kill time. I used to clean the house up. Because I always square more, in the morning, sometimes open like 9 o'clock. So sometimes I used to tell my father clean. I said, okay, you know what time to get back in the house tonight? So okay. So I used to be like, sometimes I used to walk around Ivy Square Mall, kill time, and walk to Tillery Park. Kill time to invest in, reach up, sometimes get some money, get some food and stuff, and walk to Tillery Park. Because I always go more to Tillery Park, then by about 5 minutes. less than that. If you cut, you can do some cuts and stuff like that. Yeah, Metro Tech and all that around down there and stuff. J Street, Bridge Street and all that. Long Street. Hometown is Hometown, Brooklyn, New York. You know, the Transit Building. On J Street, right off Willoughby, right off right off Willoughby Street, man. It was cool. It was real cool. I love. Yeah, it was right. It was all right. You know what I mean? And they had, I don't know, they had White Castle around the corner on Willoughby. I believe Lawrence Street, something like that. On Willoughby Street. White Castle. That was cool though. That was alright though, but those are the days though, but I'm glad that you came back to Seneca One. I will. What you missed? Tell me what you missed, Sister Jasmine. There you go, Woodworks. Yeah, I was talking about Woodworks. Yeah, I was just talking about that when you was away. The Woodworks, cause the same day when the same Saturday I was telling you about. I mean, you wasn't here, but the manager of the shop, she said she's going to and McCory's, yeah, and McCory's, yeah, all that on Fulton Street. You could go either one. We have both. I think we one of the few in New York City had both department store, and also we forgot EJ Corvettes. We have three. We had EJ Corvettes, Woolworth, and McCory's all in one. Have your pick. Yeah, they've been out for like, man, for like 40, 50 years, something. Yeah, we had all three of them. And each of them had their own cafe. Sometimes some of them had two. I don't know which one had. I don't know which one had the two cafes, but they had a cafe on the upper. Yeah, they had upper floors, and they'll have one in the basement. I forgot which one, but yeah, we said all of them. Yeah, you had your pick. I had fun there too. I remember my mom's one time on. Yeah, I remember Cardors. Yeah, yeah, at all. Because it used to be people around New York City used to come to Brooklyn. They just come downtown Brooklyn. We said they have McCory throughout New York City and Woolworths and stuff like that, but we had the biggest. But I believe Woolworths, their cafe was in the basement, like. Oh, it was the first one when you come in, you walk down. I think you walk down, you make a left, something like that. I don't know. I think so. Big yard. And some time you can get some nice clothes in that shoe. I remember on the summer youth program when I was part of the summer youth program, and yeah, it is so sad they closed Woodwork, man. I don't think they should never close Woodwork because they could have expanded a knitting. Yeah, my late mother and my late aunt too, and my late grandmother too they like knitting and stuff like that. So Sure, if you a summer you program, you had like maybe $200 or $300. They had them clothing stores and something I had that. You go in one of those stores, they be having deals. And sometimes they had shoe stores inside. Yeah, sneakers had deals. Shoot. One they said, let's go to the city, let's go, man. Shoot, man. One time I had like, I said like $400. One, I think I said $400. I gave parents some money for rent and stuff like that. I came back with some clothes. Yeah, the first popcorn. Yeah, they said, yeah. You remember the red popcorn, Jasmine? Yeah, the caramel and all that. Yeah, had them flavors. But I remember I think I had about close to five. I think I had 500, I think. But I remember I got some clothes. I had about good 5 or 6 bags of clothes because I went to this clothing stop and I forgot which department store it was. One of those that Sister Jasmine met talked about. I don't know. It's one of those department stores. And they had the latest stuff, and I came out. I had about 5 or 6 bags of clothes. And I came back and I said, yo, I gotta take a cab back. Because you know, they used to rob, he used to rob, and they wasn't gonna rob me, but I wasn't crochet, that's what's up. Yeah. Crochet, yeah. And so we yeah. So I take cab back. And I said, Mom, I showed him, I said, you got all these clothes? Yeah, man, I got all this. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? That's day one right there. Sugar Delight, how you doing? Yeah, I know you were sick and everything. Congratulations. You know, the promotion and stuff. Congratulations to you. Thanks for showing up. That's my day one right there with Jasmine. You know, yeah, thanks for coming. Sugar Delight, you gotta reach out to me because I want to do a chop up with you. I'm good. Thank you. I gotta I gotta make you. I gotta make you as a mod. Yeah, type something in the chat on Sugar. I type something in the chat. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you caught yeah, just caught my live all these years. You caught my live from time, but yeah, but I want to do a chop up with you. Let me explain the chop before I continue. All right, I'm gonna ask you questions about you, right? But I want you to ask questions about me too. It's like the interaction, right? Depends how long you want to stay for the chop up. I said, for instance, like you want to stay an hour, right? So within the 25 minutes, I will ask people, you ask questions about you in the chat. Now, what I do, you welcome. And so what I will do, I will screen the questions in the chat. Now, when I feel the question is not appropriate, I'm not going to ask that, right? That's how I do it. And then the only thing that I just want you to do, let people know on your side that you're gonna do the chopper with me, so you can bring some people, bring the channel to where we do the chop up at, and I'm gonna need a picture so I could post, so I could put that on a thumbnail so people would know. But it's up to you though, and stuff like that. But again, a part of it's not an interview, it's a chop up. So, but I want you once you ask me questions, get your questions, straight so you can ask me questions too. So let's do that and everything. So yeah, but yeah. So let me yeah, ASAP, no doubt. I don't know you have my email or not, but here it is. And shout out to the miss, so so it's possible. Yeah, reach out. As a matter of fact, plug me in right now, so I can have you, and we definitely get that going. We definitely get that going as soon as you can and stuff. So, but yeah, You want me to come to your channel? Because if you want to, you can interview me. You can. I mean, if you want to, you can interview me at my channel. I mean, your channel first, if you want to. If you want to. If you want to, so it's cool. But yeah, but get back what I'm saying in New York, man. I miss the times, in New York, born and raised, Albee Square, Mall, Brooklyn, New York, and also other spots. Even us as a people where y'all used to live at, it's up to you. But email me right now so I can plug you in, sugar. Email me first. Make sure I want to plug you in so we can get going. But that's so we gotta like I don't know, so our people sometime, man. Oh yeah, let me say this though too. I'm glad that you're here, Sister Sugar. I did I was okay, yeah, even me right now so I can plug you in. Um I did Martin Luther King assassination when he got assassinated 57 years. I had to scratch that because it was acting on because the internet was acting stupid. But I will do it again today. I will do it again today. So watch out for it and stuff like that. So where the brothers at? Where the brothers at? So I'm glad. I'm glad that the sisters showing up. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So it's us as people, we gotta get together, y'all. A black man and a black woman, we gotta get ourselves together. We gotta get ourselves together. I know that the injustice on both sides, and I understand that, but we gotta get together. This and there's gonna be some black men and some black women they ain't gonna want to do nothing. They figure that I could do whatever I want. Let them be. Let them be. So, and that's why like one of the reasons that yeah, listen, I made mistakes. I tell people all the time, I make mistakes like everybody else. I make mistakes, but I try to correct it the best way I can. Try to correct it the best way I can. I come from a claw. I come from this claw. Men correct men, women correct women. If you wrong, you correct. You gonna get caught. You gonna get hold you accountable. Man, you gonna be accountable too. That's the cloth I come from. Get all that. Listen to your elders. Shoot, there be at times that people do stay to me, and it could be a woman. My mom said, "Don't." My late mom said, "Don't say nothing. Let me deal with it and correct it." My late aunt said, but show you how the grown up do it. Sometimes, man, yeah, so, because see, if we want better for ourselves, a man should correct a woman, and a woman should correct a man in a mature way. But at the same time, want better for them. That's the thing, and that's the thing about it. That's I always said, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. We have to improve the relationship between the black man and the black woman. We have to understand. We gotta improve it. Gotta improve it. So shout out to the miss. Shout out to the miss. Yeah. So that's very important, y'all. We go talk about friendship and all we want to. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but we want a healthy relationships between the black man and black woman, relationships and marriage and stuff. We gotta come together and we gotta understand if you know, we it goes for black man, black woman. If we got like trauma or anything and stuff, we gotta correct it. Can't bring that. Oh, you gotta deal with it. Oh, no, I deal with it. Oh, you're gonna be there for long, be there for a long haul. And you understand that. I mean, like, you know, we got, see, we have examples, family, that marriage does work, that you would didn't, you know, there's marriages that lasted like 70 years, 80 years, 60 years, 50 years, 40 years. Before my father passed, my mother, my mother, my late mother, my late father, my late mother, my late father. I mean, let me say it like this: when my father passed at 89, they were together over 30 years. When my aunt passed away in 1998, my late uncle, they was together going on over 40 years. When I went down south back in 77, I think it was the second time. When I was little, my uncle Raiders, my aunt Bell, that's on my father's side. They was together going on 40 years. And also I know others that have been in relationship for a lot of years too, you know. So we have examples, family. We do. We have examples. We have examples. So, you know. Sister Sugar, let me know that you email me, okay? Let me know. Well, hold on, fam. It's time to change the background because we not in mourning no more. So it's time to change up. There you go. Hold on, be right back. I'm back. I'm back. If y'all can hear me, press one. If y'all can hear me, press one. Y'all hear me? Press one. Great rising, great afternoon. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. Believe that. The best of the business. Yes, I am. Believe that. Oh, excuse me. This is Grinder 15th Saturday. Grinder 15th Saturday Family Talk Open Panel. The truth. Thank you so much. We had a sister, the cynical one, Sister Jasmine Virgo, also Sister Sugar Delights. Please, y'all could go sub each other. Very important. Good, that Jasmine, she have a channel, but she don't do. She don't. Yeah, she don't do content, but still subscribe. Always encourage positive, black women. Do your thing. Encourage each other. No, nothing wrong with that. Also shoot. Let me. I also shoot. My mom, my late mother, my late aunt used to tell me. He said, "Don't be around no women." She said, "Why?" I said, "I was very little." I said, "They trouble." I said, "You and Daddy arguing and stuff." I said, "Yeah, but I rather be with your father. We were doing that shit. They trouble. They like to keep things going." She said, "You find out when you get older." I ain't lying. I was like, "Wow." But see, if you said stuff like some women don't like that, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why, like, you know, throughout the years, like, my late mother, father married, my late aunt and my late uncle married. They very, very, they very selective. Like, nah, it's all right. Trying to cause trouble. And even like I always say, on my late mother's side, most, most of my cousins, my first cousins are women. I heard from them too. Yeah, most of their friends are men. They are men. They don't be around. And then, matter of fact, majority like most of their friends like men cousins. Yup. They don't deal with their brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. One time I was hanging with Renee. Shout out to my cousin Renee, Nina, Greer, um, cousin Junior, brother, cousin Joe, cousin Lance. Wow, you say those your brothers and sisters. Talk about us, because my late mother, my late aunt, my late mother, my late aunt always said they consider us as brothers, sisters, instead of cousins. You can still cousins, but they're brothers and sisters. Y'all look out for each other. I don't care what it is. Walk look out. But sometimes things go apart. So I wish it was close like that. But it happens. Yeah, so that's what it is, though. But brothers come through. Brothers come through. But it's all right. I take whatever God given me. And what God gave me right now, the strong black woman in the chat, beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. That means they support what I do, you know, and it's all right. It's all right. And I like that. You got something, oh, you getting all this attention. Look at you. You think you're all the nice thing all about that. You know, real woman. I said, a real woman knows the real. And real woman don't mind to be corrected to be better people. Now some people understand that. So yeah, so I'm gonna try. Let me see what time. 12:37. Like I said, I'm gonna redo assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. When he said he got assassinated 57 years ago yesterday, and I want to rest up for that. I gotta set it up to rest up for that, so we could talk about it. Hopefully we can get people come on the panel and talk about it. You know, hopefully anybody. Oh, that's right. You already pressed one right there, Sister Jasmine. Yeah. So did anybody heard about Jasmine Crockett? She's a congresswoman in Texas. Did anybody heard from her in the chat? Anybody heard from her? Was I know you heard of Maxine Waters, right? I guess not. But yeah, but there are some strong black women really contribution, okay, make great contribution to our community, and we need to be they need to be saluted too. You know, being a black woman and support the family and support people fighting for our community. You know, make sure the feminine, yeah, make sure to keep the feminists out. You know, we appreciate us men. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Thank you. You know, again, shout out to the Miss. Shout out to 12 Vows. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to people in the chat. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message. Shout out to her. And the ones that I missed, y'all know who you are. Shout out to you. Oh, shout out to Sheila E. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to Almond Eyes. Shout out. Oh, shout out to Mahogany. Shout out to Sister Eyes. Shout out to Catherine. Shout out to Deborah. Shout out to D Love. And you know, the ones that I missed, y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to y'all. Keep up the great work. Oh, don't want to do that. Shut up, keep on with the keep on, you know. know. If y'all can still hear me, press one. If you can still hear me, press one. If nobody ain't coming, I'm ready to get off and set up for the set up for later on today. I gotta find out what time I'm going to set up because I know usually Saturdays be busy, especially like mid afternoon. And I really definitely don't want to be here all day, but with it and everything. So, but yeah. So, yeah. Shout out to the late great Coretta Scott King. Shout out to the late great Dr. Betty Shabazz. Um, Great woman that made an impact around the world. And the sad thing is, this world failed to understand that. To keep their husband legacy alive and also live up their own legacy. That's not easy. Set example. Because after Malcolm X passed away back in February 1965, a lot of people was coming after Malcolm X legacy. And Dr. Betty Shabazz had to defend it and also develop her own, protect the family. And that's a lot. Can't imagine. And even the late great Coretta Scott King. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about stuff like that. So gotta gotta pay respects. We gotta pay respects to our women. Again, shout out to the miss. Keep up the fine work. Sometimes, we don't need these women. Yes, we do. We need our women. Just so that our women need us too. Some women, I know y'all be hearing, I don't need no man. Yes, you do. You need us as men. Yes, you do. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. Man, I don't need no woman. Yes, you do. We need our women. It's like women need us. Stop thinking that. Think how the system. I don't need you like that. I got my family. I got my job. No, we need each other. Where all that? Stop acting like that, family. Stop. Ain't nothing like to be loved with the opposite of sex. Ain't nothing like it. I don't want to get involved. You listen to, you want to get involved, but don't no, yeah. If you don't want to get involved, you don't get involved. But don't tell people that some no, don't no, don't. If you don't want that, that's on you. Don't tell anybody else. Oh, don't. Thank you. Decide for yourself. Well, we need each other more than ever. Yes, we do. I can go one thing better. Do I have humanity too? Like the old people said, put on. We gotta learn to put on our grown up stuff on, and be a grown up. Stop letting people put your own clothes on. Put your own clothes on. Stand up. Wear it. Wear it. Go some man up, man. Trust and believe. I'm wearing mines. I'm a grown up. I'm wearing mines. I'm wearing mines. Get all that. Because I know what it comes with it. Us as men and women, we have to understand it. I put my own clothes on. I put my own clothes on. I don't know about if I need a little help in there. I'm talking about life. You know that. Wear moms. Yeah, some of us wear ours. Some men, some women wear ours, yeah. But there are some need help. Oh yeah. Go and wait for a few more minutes. Nobody come back. I'm gonna end this and then I'm gonna rest a little bit, set up for later on, so we could definitely talk about Dr. Martin Luther King. Like I already promised some people, and I definitely want to rest. I want to rest a little bit. Like I said, I want to rest a little bit so I could get into that. But I want you to come back. I definitely want you to come back. Open up the panel so y'all can get your feeling and get your feel get your feeling on it. Brothers and sisters, feelings on that. Was all of you a Saturday afternoon? Was all of you a beautiful Saturday afternoon? Yeah, we'll show that. Enjoy it. Always make sure to get God's blessing first. Always. Whoever go through things, you pray for them. Encourage them. Very important. No, hold on for 1 second, fam. Hold on. I want to check out something. I want to check out something. I want to check out something. Want to check out something? Yeah, I want to check out something. Just want. I want to check out Facebook, see anybody come in. So yeah. So that's I don't know. Sometimes Facebook is funny. Sometimes Facebook is funny. Oh. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get off here. Say nobody coming back, and I will be back later on today. We talk about the late great Dr. Martin Luther King got assassinated April 4th, 1968. Yesterday makes 57 years of his when he got assassinated, and we gonna what it means for us right now, in effect. So I will see y'all then. Love y'all, the ones who contribute in the chat, and also the ones from outside. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day. And shout out to the miss. See y'all later on. This one is Ghost. Great rising, great afternoon. Peace. This one is Ghost.